Hi, I'm Jennie Marwick-Evans, CEO of Manor Marketing, and this is our 19th year. We've gone through an awful lot of challenges over that time, but nothing like COVID-19. So my advice to everybody right now is, although marketing and R&D tend to be the two things that can actually be cut, because I understand it's unnecessary overhead, it's actually the very two things that will keep your company going. So I can't talk that much about R&D, although I do have a lot of previous experience in different lives. So I'm going to talk to you about marketing. And right now, your brand is everything. Right now, keeping in front of your partners or your dealers or your customers will mean that you're at the forefront. But I'm not talking about just direct selling. Offer them help, offer them advice, offer them support. This is a time to actually carry them, help them, and make them actually see that you know what you're doing in a time of crisis. Yes, you can do lots of virtual things, but the apathy for this already is quite something else. So I think you need to be careful when you're doing your virtual meetings, your virtual demonstrations, your virtual press conferences, anything virtual at the minute, because people are getting quite exhausted. I don't know about you, but I'm wall-to-wall Skype meetings at the minute, and it's a completely different level of tiredness. So when it comes to doing virtual demos or virtual branding or virtual press conferences, etc., you need to be very, very mindful that they will not sit in front of hours and hours or even 30 minutes of death by PowerPoint. This needs to be really catchy and it needs to be really good. So I would advise you to actually do your real top 2 or 3 bullets that's actually relevant for your customers right now, relevant for your partners, or relevant for the media. Your partners or your dealers are going to be like your field salespeople. They're the ones that are actually in the countries that you can't travel to, the regions that you can't reach. Gradually, regions like Asia will come online slightly before others. So these people are going to need a different type of level of support and help. But don't just think that you can go straight into selling. You need to actually, this is where marketing really comes into its own. Explain how you understand what they're going through. You really get their pain points. And be there, almost a little bit of a counselor type thing, so that you can help your customers through their pain. And therefore, because they're going to be really grateful for the help and support you've given them, naturally purchase will come. Now is the time to push your support, your SLAs, your upgrades, things that will actually make a difference to them. And also, every single thing that we do can be done remotely. Now, you might think that maybe playout or automation is actually a bit tough, but actually you can still market that to be applicable when somebody's in their home. It's just a different hub. Instead of the studio being the hub, somebody's house is actually going to be the hub. So I think how we actually market what we do and how we can use it is something that's really, really critical. Business continuity is what is on everybody's minds, and a number of people have taken a decision to put their employees, their staff, on furlough. And although this seems really extreme, personally, I think that's a really smart thing to do, because actually that means that when we come out of this in a couple of months' time, you're going to be ready to hit the green button. But while that's happening, now is actually the time to harness and really get to grips with what your marketing message is. We've never had time like this. So as much as actually we need to keep selling the products, now is actually the time to think about how we market. Make it far more relevant, regional, responsive. Make it really, really personal. Now is the time to promote in Arabic to the Middle East, French, Italian, whatever the language. Now is actually the time to work with your partners and to get all your marketing collateral, your online demonstrations, your online meetings, actually in a language they understand. And this will not be wasted. This is something which we should have been doing probably for a while, but we never got the opportunity to do it. So now we've got the opportunity to actually work on our marketing message for different regions, different markets. Now is also the time to explore different markets. So right now, education, I have children that should be doing their GCSEs and A-levels. So unfortunately, they're not really doing online education, but a lot of the online schools really need help. They've never had to do this. Teachers have never had to teach via Zoom or anything like that. So actually how you can market your facilities and your operations and solutions to different markets. This could be medical, this could be education, this could be corporate. A lot of these people still need to get in touch with their colleagues, however spread throughout. marketing right now is actually going to help you. It's going to help you focus. It's going to help you really ride the storm of now as well as in the future. So although it seems like we're a bit of a luxury item and maybe it's not as necessary, now is actually the time to really get going, hone your message, put these statements out, and whatever you do, follow up. Thank you.